Hey, magandang buhay. So, ako si Sir Ben at narito ako upang ituro sa iyo paano nga ba i-identify yung derivative ng isang function that involves trigonometric function at saka exponential function. Being specific dun sa exponential function, yung e raised to x. Okay, so ready ka na? Okay, so that is great. So, before I give you the examples, kailangan memorize natin itong mga derivatives natin. No? So, derivatives ng trigonometric function at saka yung derivatives ng exponential function. Okay? Pero dito, ang i-memorize nyo lang muna is ito muna. Okay? Kasi ang focus ng video na to is applying yung product rule and quotient rule. So, susunod yan, gagawin natin yung video na kasama na to, yung mga to, saka yung mga iba pa, yung mga logarithmic, yung mga inverse ng trigonometric, na may kasama pang chain rule. No? Okay? So, let's start with the first example. So, y is equal to x squared sin x. No? So, paano ngayon yan na to? So, we know that x squared and sin x, or x squared sin x is actually a product of two function. So, pwede siyang maging y is equal, ilagyan natin ng parenthesis dun sa x squared at saka dun sa sin x. So, product rule tayo. So, when we do the product rule, ganito yung gagawin natin. Kunin natin yung derivative ng x squared at saka kunin na rin natin yung derivative ng sin x. No? So, ayan siya. So, ito yung g of x natin. Yun yung first natin, yung first function natin. Tapos ito, gagawin ko yung sin x as yung second function natin. So, yung derivative ng x squared ay 2x. Tapos, yung derivative ng sin x ay cosine x. Ayan siya. Ngayon, apply lang natin. Kumbaga, ipa-plug in lang natin yan doon sa ating, kapag ginagawa natin yung product rule. No? So, y prime is equivalent to yung first derivative times yung second function plus yung first function times yung derivative ng second function natin. So, plug in lang tayo dyan. So, yung g of x or g prime x, yun yung 2x. Yung h of x, that is sin x. Plus, yung g of x, that is x squared. Tapos, yung h prime x, that is cosine x. Tapos, simplify lang natin. Actually, pwede ng final answer yan. Kaso nga lang, syempre maganda kung wala siyang parenthesis. Okay? So, next example tayo. So we have second x, or the function is second x over 1 plus tangent x. So again, gawin ko yung numerator natin, yun yung first function natin, yung denominator natin, second function natin. So again, dito mo gagawin natin dito is applying the quotient rule. Okay? So yung first function natin yung second x, yung second function natin is yung 1 plus tangent x. So yung derivative ng second x is second x tangent x. Yung derivative naman ng ating ng second function na 1 plus tangent x. So, kumbaga, sum rule tayo dito, di ba? So, yung 1, yung derivative niya is 0. Tapos, yung tangent x, yung derivative niya is second squared x. So, i-apply na natin yan. Kumbaga, i-plug in na natin itong mga nakuha natin doon sa quotient rule natin. So, again, yung quotient rule, ganito siya ha. So, yung derivative ng first function times yung second function minus yung first function times sa derivative ng second function all over yung square ng second function natin. So, plug in lang tayo dyan ha. So, yung g prime x, yung derivative ng first function natin, yung second x tangent x, multiply sa second function natin which is yung 1 plus tangent x minus yung first function natin which is yung second x times yung derivative ng second function natin which is second squared x. All over, square lang natin yung second function natin. Ngayon, gagawin natin dito is, ito ha, looking at this, looking dito sa answer natin, pwede natin i-factor out yung second x. Kasi kung titignan natin dito, yung factor ng, ito yung first part natin, no? Yung factors nila, second x, tangent x, at saka 1 plus tangent x. So, tatlo yung factors niya. Yung dito naman, second cube x. Actually, second cube x na to. So, common factor nila yung second x. So, we can factor out second x on our numerator. So, magiging ganyan siya. Next, susunod na mangyayari ngayon dito is, I am going to distribute yung tangent x dito sa 1 plus tangent x. So, kung mapapansin natin, ito, yung tangent squared x minus second squared x, that can be simplified into negative 1. So, Ben, bakit naging negative 1 yan? Pythagorean identities. Okay, so naturo yan nung pre-calculus natin. So, that would be equivalent to negative 1. So, palitan na natin yung negative 1. So, yung derivative ng f of x natin will be secant x times the quantity of tangent x minus 1 all over the quantity of 1 plus tangent x squared. Next example tayo. So we have the function e raised to x times the quantity of tangent x minus x. So most likely, product rule tayo dito kasi wala naman ako nakikitang fraction dito or nagdi-divide. So yung first function natin dito is yung e raised to x. Yung second function naman natin dito is yung tangent x minus x. So again, first function e raised to x. Second function natin yung tangent x minus x. So yung derivative ng ating first function is e raised to x pa rin yan. Hindi naman nag-iiba yan. No? Kapag yung second function naman natin, yung kanyang derivative will be secant squared x minus 1. Take note of this one. Yung secant squared x minus 1, that is actually equivalent to tangent squared x. Again, applying the Pythagorean identities. So, kailangan memorize din natin yung mga yon. Hindi lang yung derivative. No? So, again, product rule, apply na natin yung product rule. Diba kapag kukunin natin yung derivative ng isang function, kapag product rule, yung first derivative ng first function times the second function plus first function times sa derivative ng second function. So, plug in lang tayo dyan na. So, yung g prime x, ito yung g prime x natin. Ito yung h of x natin. Tapos, ito yung g of x. Tapos, ito yung h prime of x. No? So, plug in lang tayo dyan. So, yung next na gagawin natin dito is, most likely, if factor out natin yung e raised to x. Kasi common factor nila yung e raised to x eh. So, factor out yung e raised to x. So, yung mangyayari niyan is e raised to x times tangent x minus x plus tangent squared x. Kung titignan natin yung sa loob, again, baka mamaya i-factor out mo yung tangent. Hindi ha. So, bali ang mangyayari, hindi mo rin i-factor out yung x. No? So, take note of those things. So, dito, wala na tayong mas simplify sa loob. Ayusin na lang natin. Unahin natin yung tangent squared x, tapos yung tangent x, huli natin yung negative x. Rearrangement lang naman. Okay? So, ganyan siya. Down to our last example. We have f of x is equal to e raised to x plus x sin x all over tangent x. So again, since may fraction tayo dito, quotient rule yung gagawin natin dito. Okay? So again, yung first function natin, yung numerator, that would be e raised to x plus x sin x. Yung ating denominator naman will be tangent x. So yun yung magiging second function natin. Ngayon, kunin natin yung derivative ng first function natin. So isa-isay natin siya. G of x is equivalent to e raised to x. Siyempre, sum rule tayo. So, derivative na to, sa akin derivative ng x sin x. Ano nga ba yung derivative ng x sin x? Tama ka. I-apply natin ngayon dito mismo yung x sin x. No? So, i-detalye natin yung pagsasolve. So, ano ba yung derivative ng x sin x? So, ang gagawin ko niyan dito, yung function na x sin x, gawin ko siyang q of x. So, again, first function or derivative ng first function times yung second function plus first function times the derivative of the second function. So, yung first function niya natin dito sa q of x is yung x. Second function natin is yung sin x. So, ganito yan, no? So, yung derivative ng x is 1 lang. Multiply mo sa second function, sin x na lang siya. Yung doon naman sa pangalawa, yung dito naman, first function times the derivative of the second function. Eh, di ba yung first function is x. Times mo sa derivative ng sin x, that would be cosine x. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung derivative ng x sin x will be sin x plus x cosine x. No? Next, ito naman yung tangent x. Yung derivative ng tangent x is secant squared x. Now, i-plug in na natin ngayon itong mga to. So, we have yung, again, kapag quotient rule, this would be yung derivative ng first function times the second function minus first function times the derivative of the second function all over yung square ng second function natin. No? So, in that case, bali una ko ilalagay niya dito yung g prime of x times sa second function natin which is yung tangent x minus, okay? So, yung dito niyan yung ating first function which is e raised to x plus x sin x times yung derivative ng second function natin which is secant squared x. Yung sa baba naman, i-square lang natin yung ating denominator. So, that will be tangent squared x. Next, ang gagawin natin dito, meron ba tayong ma-factor out sa taas? I think wala tayong ma-factor out sa taas. So, ang gawin na lang yan natin is i-distribute na lang natin yung tangent x dito sa e raised to x plus sin x plus x cosine x. At saka, itong second squared x, i-distribute na lang natin siya dito sa e raised to x plus x sin x. Okay? So, bali magiging ganito siya, ha? So, kapag distribute natin sila, ito yung magiging sagot natin. Kung titingnan natin, yes, meron tayong ma-factor out dyan, yung e raised to x. Pwede mong i-group itong dalawa. Kaso nga lang, kapag factor out, pag ginroup natin yon, ma-factor out natin yung e raised to x, may mas-simplify ba? I think wala kasi may iwan nun, tangent x minus second squared x. So, wala naman may iwan. Ay, wala naman mas-simplify dun sa ni-iwan. Dito naman sa mga sin x, wala. So, wala na tayong mag-factor out dyan. Meron, pero hindi rin naman sila mas-simplify. So, therefore, yan ay magiging derivative ng function natin, which is e raised to x plus x sin x all over tangent x. Okay? So, very important dito na memorize natin yung derivative ng trigonometric functions, yung derivative ng exponential functions, saka yung mga trigonometric identities. Kailangan memorize din natin sila. Okay? So, plug in lang, slowly but surely. And, syempre, practice. Okay? So, with that, maraming salamat sa pakikinig and magandang buhay.